Good morning, everybody. As you can see, if I turn you round, it is 8:30 and we've arrived in the Hook of Holland. Amazingly lovely, smooth crossing, and we're off the boat amazingly quickly. Arrived at 8 and we were here off the boat at 8:20. So we're now waiting, waiting for somewhere to open so we can get a cup of coffee, because normally the Netherlands is full of people sitting around drinking coffee, and yet here it seems pretty quiet. So it's first thing on a Saturday morning. The next ferry we need to catch, because we're heading south from here down the west coast, is at 10 o'clock, so we've got about an hour to kill. And number two's just gone over to Lidl to see if she can rustle us up a croissant or something like that, and look forward to checking in again with you soon. Comes Mrs. Antagonist, clutching things to eat and drink. Oh, thank you. She's brought food. Thank you. We have orange OJ. We have Nini Nanas. And a bag of plenty. Thank you. Picking up the birds. They're come for the crumbs. So the wind's getting up. Here we are. We've arrived a bit early. And according to this, it should be a single ticket €7.90 with the bike €8.90. I think that's the man that's just turned up in the distance there to unlock the boat. Not far from the railway station. We just got off the main ferry there. And then this is interesting. If you look up here, there's a signpost on the Fietsknoop. You can see it's actually signposting the route. You have to go over the ferry up here. You can see there to number 57. So if I show you on the map, we are, as you can see here, and we're going to get on the ferry, go all the way around. I think it comes in there, and then we jump on the bikes and off down here and heading south. And yes, before you ask, I know I'm wearing my helmet. It's just because it's a convenient way to carry it around. And yes, sometimes we'll wear it in Holland or the Netherlands, I ought to say. In the cities, it's a bit more risky perhaps. When it's less risky, I might not wear it, but why wouldn't you wear it? So you don't need to write any comments saying you're wearing a helmet in Holland. Yes, I know, but I'm English, and I'm more prone to falling off because I'm very old and elderly now. It's the cargo ship coming in. England. The people arriving early, ready to head home. We're at the Redding station in Hook of Holland, which I think is equivalent to the RNLI, the lifeboats. It's all very orange. Up there is the Hotel Bad House. And here is the torpedo ludes, whatever they are. Something to do with torpedoes in the past, perhaps? Hello! Woo! Oh. My wife has got Dutch nail varnish on, bright orange. We're all aboard. Bikes are all tied up. You're looking chilly. Gives you an idea of the scale of these container ships. All your Amazon rubbish coming in. They are absolutely huge. Look at the size of that. That's the second part of a wind turbine. So the big cylinders we saw earlier on are piled into the sea floor, and they're stuck on top of those, and then on top of these yellow cylinders is the columns and the turbines. Afmeren uitsluitend worms. Well, the weather has cheered up and we've done 20 kilometres on our first day, and you might have noticed something. Anything missing? I was having such a good time talking to the gentleman on the boat that I left my cycle helmet behind. So, oops. So I'll have to send him an email or what have you and try and hopefully collect it on my way back. So it's quite muggy. It's brightening up a bit, which isn't too bad. And there's something else I was going to say to you, and I've forgotten what it was. Oh, I know what it was. I've been here an hour before I got shouted at because being a Saturday on the cycle paths, there are a lot of road cyclists. And I put you, or the phone, in a little, if I turn it around, I'll show you, in the, in there, and on a bendy bit of cycle track that was overgrown either side. I was looking down, looking at the route, seeing we're going in the right direction, and the next thing I heard was, "Oh, Grondsplan!" So the Dutch amongst you'll be able to tell me what that means. It sounded like a rude word, but it was my fault. I should have been looking where I was going, but he was going a tad fast. So we're just stopping to readjust and have a drink, and they've even provided, look, some drink water. So have a little snack and carry on. Well, we're more than halfway and we passed a little cafe. That's me charging on my battery pack. Flat white, a nice ham and cheese toasty. And I would tell you the name of the village we're in, but I don't know where we are. That gives you a view of the... We made the mistake of cycling southwest into a southwesterly wind along this long dike that must be 2 or 3 miles long. That's where all the surfers hang out. If you look over here, look at these guys here. How they don't get tangled up with each other, I don't know. We've had to stop for a comfort break, but it's where all the beautiful people hang out. Look at the sky's just full of them, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, to be young and fit. I'm hiding round the back of this cabin because you can taste the salt in the air, and as you cycle into the wind, we'll be walking because it's halved our speed. You just get a mouthful of sand. So we haven't got long to go. We've got about another 10k to go, and then we're at the campsite. Good morning, everyone. It hasn't rained for months until Antagonist goes on holiday. Then it's raining. So We're having tea, because we're English. We're cooking inside. And porridge, but we're sharing the porridge because that reduces the washing up. So yesterday was very windy, which made us go slower than they wanted to be. It sort of sprinkled most of the night. So the plan today is to wait for a break like we've got at the moment, pack up, and then get wet again, cycling in the rain to go and put the tent up somewhere else. Well, here we are. Last thing to do in the morning. After that 2 months of incessant sunshine, we're on holiday. And so Mrs. Antagonist is taking down the guidelines. And I'd like to thank, I forget your name now, but after our Denmark trip, you recall that I broke a pole, and I, rather tongue-in-cheek, said, if anyone likes, it's only money, if anyone likes to send me some, I'll repair the pole. Well, one kind gentleman, I assume it's a gentleman, I can't mind, apologies if it wasn't, person I would say, did actually send some in and gave me some. So I'm very grateful for that, and we did repair the pole. I'm just looking for it. It's a green one. Where's the green pole? Is that round? It all looks blue. Perhaps it's round the other way. They're all blue that side. Must be on the inside or something. So yes, so this is downtown Netherlands on a rainy day. Not a bad sight. Bit expensive for what it is. 35. The Dutch is over there. 35 euros, whereas I was spending 11 euros last year, but that was only for me. And we did have free showers, which is nice. So the more I do this, the more she gets on and takes the tent down. I don't have to do anything. Well, it's day 2, everybody, and we made it to Zierikzee, and we've just come from the old port, which is down there, and we're going to walk up to the new port, which is up there. All the £1 million yachts. That's all you need. One of those, like that one over there. This one's nice and bright. I was just thinking, whichever way you think a word's pronounced in Dutch, it's not the way you think it is. I don't know if you can see, but we're just leaning over the quayside here. You can see the jellyfish. They've all popped up to the, if I zoom out, that's the petrol filling station. Makes a change to see the Dutch fishing fleet tied up here instead of in the English waters. Brought up all our quota. There we are. On the back of this one tells you where we are. I was trying to pronounce it. Zierikzee. Zierikzee. There or thereabouts. Interesting feature for a roundabout. Over here, the ubiquitous windmill. Don't know if you can see down there, but it's a love fest going on down there. I zoom you in. If that's coming out, if you can see all the New Haven. Well, this place is different. Lots of signs. There's a man stuck on a ladder. Some shell cases. Weird. Made it to Baden-Powell Road. Now we're going to go and have a look at that tower over there. Well, it's Sunday today, so it's very quiet. And it's a bit rainy, so people aren't around. There's the cheese shop. The cheese maker's probably waxing his cheese. Down here, there's a massive pump that I assume is the old days to get your water from. Doesn't seem to be a drain underneath it, does it? Perhaps it just ran down the road. It's all very scenic around here, isn't it? Quite a big place. Yeah, sort of a... There's the pump. Doesn't look like it works anymore, does it? Clan Montmartre. I wonder if it's named after the French Montmartre. Have a look at this mural on the wall here, look. It's very good, isn't it? You've got the lady hanging shells out of the window. Another lady pouring her slops on top of the man with his clogs on, reading the paper. And a girl who seems to be pouring cream into her pocket without knowing. And a cat sitting up on the roof there. You hear the bells? Guess what time it is? 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it's 5 o'clock. Some of these buildings have got the 1600 date plates on, which early 17th century. The scaffolding up the side of the church, it's very ornate bell tower. I don't know why the scaffolding's there. Perhaps they're still building it. It'll be good when it's finished. In the main square, the clock's just struck 5, but the bells rather. But it's only just gone 4:30, so I don't quite understand what's going on. Yeah, one of the few shops that open is the record shop, which is giving us the benefit of all the music, as you can hear. So I hope I don't get a copyright strike. I've got to keep talking as I'm swinging over. So we went for a cup of coffee and a soup. This house, 1530, about 5:30 that one was built. It's now home to Intertoys. Whereas next door, looks like the town jail. They don't want it. Look at the windows, the bars on the windows there, made out of stone. And yet up here, they didn't want, it's obviously not to stop people getting in. They didn't want you getting out, did they? Look at the grills on that. The sun has finally come out. And that looks like a pilot boat or something. The Rijkswaterstaat or something they work for, RWS. And in the background, over that slither of land, don't you can see it, there's all the white bridges. We're going to try and cycle over that tomorrow. It's 5 kilometres long. But if we've done our homework, the wind should be blowing north to south. We should get blown across it. I hope. See how we go. Those apartments have got a great view, haven't they?